Viewers in there. You know what time it is. It's time to get some get back. He screwed me. He intentionally set me up. Make him pay for it. How do we make him pay? Make him feel all the pain.
When they hear Sandstorm and Sir Big Spur starts getting those claws sharpened, Williams-Brice Stadium comes alive in support of their South Carolina Gamecocks. This is anything but a run-of-the-mill early season matchup, a clash of top 10 teams as these two will get their oil checked early. As guys, we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Syracuse Orange, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Gamecocks will move total under and will get started. He'll bring it out. It's Staley. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. The give to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
We're trying to run the ball on first down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Wilson to pass. Pocket starts to collapse. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Here's why this one's so much fun, guys. Early in the season, sort of a proving ground type of game for a couple squads that believe they could win it all.
And we've heard so much in this offseason, right, about both of these teams and top 10 teams preseason. Now you get a chance to prove it. Like, now you get a chance to see who are the dudes on the squad. These are always fun early in the season, Jesse.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to find out what these teams are about because we've seen both teams beat up on weaker competition. We know they're both very talented, but let's see good against good and find out what they are.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. There's always that issue of conference pride, of keeping up, of proving your worth on this stage, and the ACC loves to get a chance at the SEC to do just that.
And these kids grow up in the same area. And you don't think the ACC teams hear all the time, SEC, about the dominance, the draft picks, all the stuff that goes with it. It definitely adds some of that fire. It makes you want to beat them more. I love these big-time games.
Yeah, they really do, David. And I think this is one of those games where if you're the ACC team and your players in that locker room, you've had this game circled all off-season. This game is your opportunity to prove, not just to your conference, not just to the SEC, but to everybody in college football just how good you are.
He makes a grab.
This dude ran a freaking pick 30 yards down the field, and they gave it to him.
Sometimes it's players not...
How you gonna run a pick 30 yards down the field?
You got that guy, and you put him in the slot, and you let him burn for a go route right past a nickel corner or one of the reserve corners or a safety. That's a great job by the offense, and that speed you can't teach, and that's why he's in the house for 6.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He's going to try his luck from the end zone. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. On first down, here comes this offense. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. makes his connection. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
Makes the catch. It's Becker. Makes the catch, and he's brought down. Let's see what they've got on second down. From the gun to give, looking for room. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that one play to pick up the first.
And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
Already this guy is leaving his mark on this game. Opening drive, back-to-back runs where he's found a way to get positive yards. He was able to pick up the first on that last carry. They should keep feeding him the football. The more success they have, it's going to open up the play action.
Yep, I think that's what everybody says to their quarterbacks after they take big hits like that. He got the first down, but you don't want to make a living taking those whacks.
And the Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. They've got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Reeled it in and just made the house call.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And he puts through the extra point. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Staley. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. They'll leave it with him. Punches ahead. They'll give him a yard to the 13.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job on the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Going for the big play. Brings it down on the right side. Running toward the tape. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to do it.
Just steamrolling the defense. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Orange.
When you have so many playmakers on offense like they do, they can score quickly. You just saw it right there.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He's going to bring it out from deep. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. They'll run it from the gun. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Syracuse 14, South Carolina 7.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. He hurls one deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
That's one of those plays where you're going, man, he probably could have made that. The defense wasn't great on the play, but guess what? It goes down as an incompletion. Those are one of those bullets that you got to dodge throughout a game to get the win, to limit those big plays.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
A couple of yards shy of the first down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. Finds his man enough for the first. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Fires to the wideout. Into double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted. He was looking for a little more on that return, but he hands this offense a short field at the 35.
Well, how about that? I mean, they knew this defense was good defending the pass, but that had more to do with who's in the secondary, not necessarily who's up front. David, his best Pollock impersonation, picking that one off.
Yeah, baby, you don't get many opportunities to drop in coverage. You don't get many balls thrown your way, but when you do, you want to make sure you take advantage, showing off the athletic ability, showing the hands. The big defensive lineman comes up with the INT.
They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down. Syracuse has it in the red zone. Leaves it with the running back. There to stop him after a pickup of 3. It's down to the 15.
Yeah, the running back didn't get much here, but, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the linebacker showing you read and react. He knew exactly where that running play was going, and he beat the football to the line of scrimmage and forced the TFL.
3rd down, and this crowd is tearing the lid off this place. Wilson will throw. Makes the grab. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Cuse.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
South Carolina, 7.
From back of the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it. Right? If you're going to be a great player, you've got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. Took just one play, and they got it almost to midfield. First down from the 49. Quarterback checking off. They'll throw it on first down. Got the quick pass. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains. They have a first down at the 41-yard line. He's looking to throw it. Flips it out in the flat. On the move at the 30. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
The Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. The aerial assault continues. He'll take a shot. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
This guy is so comfortable in zone coverage. They're playing cover 2, and he's just back there roaming around in the middle of the field. He's so confident in his speed to break on the ball. As soon as he saw where the QB was trying to go with it, he put his heel in the ground, accelerated, and made the pick.
The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. This has been an impressive first half, and Jesse, they'd love nothing better than to tack another one on before the break.
Why would they want to stop at this point? Everything they've dialed up, they've been able to execute, throwing and running the football.
And how critical is it for this defense to get a stop? Down right now before the half, they can create some momentum on their side by getting a stop before the half.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. He'll do it himself. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And I think everybody wants to run the option nowadays, but the problem is, can everybody read it? You got to be able to stick the ball in the belly to run it back. You have to be able to understand, or I'm pitching it to him. Whatever the read is, you can tell he was a little bit confused, a little bit slow, and that's why the defense won this round.
Here comes the crowd trying to make it tough on 3rd and long. Out of the gun, the inside give. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
With the score, Syracuse 21, South Carolina 7.
Syracuse has it teed up, ready to kick off and start this second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. A big reason they find themselves trailing to start the second half, those 2 turnovers in the first.
Yeah, and I think coaches will tell you the number one thing that you got to make sure you do is take care of the football. You want to create explosives, you want to put up a bunch of yards, but step 1, Jesse, taking care of the football.
And it just goes to show you how critical those mistakes are. Only 2 plays. That's really what separates this team from potentially having the lead. If they clean up the errors, they've got a chance to win this game.
Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. They're bringing heat. And
Oh.
it's picked off for the 3rd time today. He'll try to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
That's a bit of a gut punch if you're the offense, because you went in at halftime, you made your adjustments, you're feeling good about your game plan coming here in the second half, and right away you throw an interception to the defense.
Birch is way ahead for about 3. It's down at the 8.
Second down coming up.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Touchdown, Syracuse. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
A big question mark for this offense coming into the year, guys. Who could score touchdowns? Who are going to be their biggest playmakers on offense? This guy scored in the first game. He's off to a great start in this one with that touchdown. This guy looks like the real deal.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. So much for the touchback. Here he comes. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quick.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you've got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. And the Gamecocks headed quickly to the line. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Going up top on first down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Really nice focus by this sophomore, and he jumped on his chance to make a play. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Paul. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Here's the give off the left side.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Try to get it to the edge. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the third.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Syracuse 28, South Carolina 7.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. The Orange will have to punt. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. You got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And he's got it inside the 30-yard line. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game. But trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Perfect timing. Got there right when the ball got there. Didn't get there a little bit early. Saving the touchdown. Nice timing by that defender.
He's in a world of trouble, and down he goes. A catastrophic loss on that play.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still
looking for the end zone. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the 4th quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing
Hurt him.
pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding.
Got my players hurt his players since he got mine hurt. Let's go.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose the
Cheap
yard.
ass ACC only bitches beat their asses. Let's go.
by running the football
They gonna win this game. I hope to see them in the playoffs. I will smoke them like a cigarette.
Getting stops like
Let's
what
go.
they just did. Interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Hit the afterburners, kid. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line. Barely time to catch our breath after that one, and they've got it 1st and 10, threatening just outside the red zone. From the gun, they'll try the middle. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're on offense. You have the lead, you want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that thing just ticking, Palmer.
They're just imposing their will, Dave, and that's something that we've seen, I think, all game. Up front, they've been the more physical team. They're the ones that's getting pushed and that's getting movement, and it's carrying over all the way here deep into the 4th quarter.
The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively coming into this one, David. There were some matchups on the field they thought they could exploit. We saw that happen.
No doubt. Good job by this coaching staff, understanding who's out there to make plays, feeding them the football, offense, defense, special teams, all working together to get the W.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer. Welcome, everyone, and glad to have you with us from Williams-Brice Stadium, home of the South Carolina Gamecocks. Hockey and all of his friends ready to go and amped up for what we have in store. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Wake Forest Demon Deacons, taking on the 18th ranked team in the land, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Demon Deacons will kick it away first. Going for the return. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return.
South Carolina Gamecocks will take over 1st and 10.
The offense set for a first down play. Handoff from the gun. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Grab near the sticks. It's Becker. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down. The Gamecocks with the 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Firing to the right, complete. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
And a big key on that throw to the slot receiver, guys, is putting the ball out in front. The location of the throw is what helped that guy get extra yards after the catch.
Wants to throw on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Here they come on 2nd and 10 from the 47 after the incompletion. From the gun, the ground game. How about that? Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. Would they go for a big play on 1st and 10? Good timing on the quick out. All kinds of running room. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
This offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers in all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense.
Dropped him.
Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle.
Dropped the ball.
After getting nothing, it's 2nd and goal from the 6. One-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Trying to slam it. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TV.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
7, Wake Forest 0.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. He's going to go for a big one. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to come back to some of those deep ones.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Let's go. When you see snot bubbles coming out of the offensive player, you know it was a good lick. The Mike linebacker sits right in the middle of the field, ready to roll, ready to lay the hammer.
Pressure coming. Hit as he throws. And that pass picked off. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina.
This is a defense that prides themselves on getting turnovers, and it starts with the pass rush. It was the hit on the quarterback that forced the throw to not be as accurate as the QB would have liked. Nice job at the back end, securing the interception, and then taking it the distance.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders.
Got a lot of running room. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
Those outside runs, if they can get the edge like they do, great job by the right guard, right tackle, getting the edge. And now what does this do? This makes cornerbacks come up and tackle. Safeties come up and tackle, as opposed to linebackers and big defense.
And he breaks into the open. The 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Wake Forest.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
Lining up for the PAT. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. Just about set to kick it away.
Set to advance on the football.
Oh, he's going to take a chance and bring it out. Makes a move. This guy makes you hold your breath when he gets the football in his hands, and that last line of the coverage team, the only thing that stopped him from housing it. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
Trying to find his man on first down. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw.
And after the incompletion on first down, this offense looking at second down. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. convert here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to get to it. He'll just throw it away, and it'll be fourth down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him
Hey,
a little
boo.
bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time getting
Hey,
almost
as soon as I finish this
after he got
game,
the ball.
I'm gonna get something to eat.
Gamecocks send out the punt unit.
We gonna get something to eat.
Of the day,
Huh?
and
We gonna get something to eat.
close to their goal line.
I guess I ain't seen no food. So I'm gonna get something to eat.
Three and gets into
Huh?
the end zone. It'll be a touchback.
I'm going to I don't know yet. Probably BTJ wings or something.
Offense returns to the field.
All right.
On the option. He'll toss it. Makes him talk to the hand. Found a little bit of running room. Knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
He lofts one down the sideline. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Got room on the return. The interception stopped the threat, and the return even better as he crosses midfield and gets it to the 39.
Sometimes the quarterback puts that zip on it, and you can hear it. And sometimes he uses the lob wedge where it takes a little time to get there. That time, he used the lob wedge. The defender came in and made the interception. Big play for this defense.
Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. They'll run it from the gun. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, South Carolina 14, Wake Forest 7.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. Shoots it to the left. A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup.
But when you're running the crow route against zone coverage as a QB, you know you've got to get the receiver the ball quickly. This quarterback has a cannon for an arm. He showed you on that last throw, and the offense picks up the first down.
Here's the handoff. Knocked down at the 27 after a pickup of 5.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest. Pound that rock.
A shot toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
This guy is such a weapon for this offense, especially down in the red area, because of his speed and his size. He's a nice target right there on the post. You see him. It's just really hard to box him out and prevent him from catching the football. Good decision by the QB, and it results in a touchdown.
Wake Forest 7.
And he's going to run it back. Just a tremendous return. Great run, great speed and vision to really set up this offense. He almost got totally loose on that one. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. Now the toss. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Nice job getting outside, right? Those running backs, they get on those tracks, they run outside. Now they're in the open field. It's so tough. Those safeties are flying down, try to get an angle, but you could tell the speed sets them up, makes the big play out to the left.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Daniel. Moves away as he feels pressure. Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down. It has been said that the other team's quarterback must go down, and he must go down hard, and he did.
And often is good, too. The most you can get to him, but great job by the defense, rushing the quarterback, understanding pass, and getting the big fella on the ground.
On second down, he'll fire. Quickly complete. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Really nice, patient job to find some running room by this junior.
And that has got to be so demoralizing for this defense. They played so well on first and second down and then have a total breakdown on third. They're going to have to do so much better the next time they're put in that situation.
Oh, gave the defender the business. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. And the Demon Deacons have moved it inside the 20. The corners are walked up tight. On second down, he'll let it fly. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
And the defense able to get pressure to the quarterback. And everybody trying to swipe at the football, and the impact on the hit sometimes jars the ball loose. Great job with the pass rush, and a better job forcing a turnover.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They've been the height of efficiency here in the first half, David, and you've got to think they're going to try to click it right down the field here.
When you're looking at your playbook and it's worked so well in the first half, I'm going to continue to do what I've been doing, Palmer, because it's been all gas.
Oh, that's right. Strike while the iron's hot, too, before this defense gets to go in at halftime to potentially make some adjustments, show you some different looks in the second half. Whatever you've been doing, it's working. Keep it up.
Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Stopped at the 44 after a 5-yard gain.
Hey, man, if you're going to make plays like that on slant throws, you got to be able to make catches in traffic. Good, strong hands by the wide out there on the slant.
He'll come out throwing on first down. He'll pull it down. At the 45 on his way. When you've been around like this guy has, you know how valuable picking up the first down with your feet can be.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That
throws toward the end zone. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down.
Oh, and the offense just not able to come up with that. You knew that was going to be a bang-bang play, right? They're taking a shot into the end zone. That's going to have to meet a contested catch on the back end, but he wasn't able to come up with it because of the hit.
Throws toward the end zone. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. All lined up and ready to go for a great second half ahead. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're...
Makes the catch down the right side. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. They used the chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. From the gun, the running back looking for room. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making a tackle for a loss.
The give to the tailback. Drills him with the stiff arm. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David. They're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
The Demon Deacons come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He'll pitch it. Headed to the end zone.
Wow.
And here they come.
That's crazy.
All the way back. Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that serve.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ball game.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Georgia is on top, but this is a close game. And, you know, back in the day, you'd feed Herschel Walker and go home. That guy needs to emerge for them today. They're up by 11 over Florida State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Leaves it with the back. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
He'll run it again. Breaks the tackle. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down.
You don't always have to run the sexy plays, right? It doesn't have to always be up-tempo and fast and spread and doing all this stuff. Sometimes you just lower your shoulder. Sometimes you just run powerfully. You get the first down, and that's all that matters.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Wide out in motion. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver in different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. The Gamecocks look to keep this drive humming. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground.
I know the passing game sells and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
And a great job by the linebacker. You could tell starting to crowd the line of scrimmage, get up there in the line of scrimmage, see it, diagnose it, get in the backfield, get the running back on the ground for the tackle for the loss.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, South Carolina 21, Wake Forest 14.
Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. From the gun, wants to pass. Moves around to clear up the vision. Blasted as he lets it go. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Coverage team does a good job and touches it dead. No return on this one. The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. On the option. Now the pitch. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. To the air, it's Daniel. Feeling some heat. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now. If you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, you're going to have time to throw.
And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Gamecocks. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3.
Man, what a play by this defense. You're trying to get the ball back to your offense, trying to salt this game away and get the win. Not only do you create the turnover,
Palmer's a bitch.
now you take a 2-score lead. Late in the ball game,
Tell me,
this defense just stepped
my
up
guys
and
was
made a
hurt.
big moment.
There's a difference.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. And he's coming out of the end zone. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a...
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. That linebacker saw the express lane right to the ball carrier.
Did a great job on the defensive line, getting some push, making them use their resources on him. Linebacker comes free, Brenda making the backfield.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And when you get this far behind the chains and it's a guaranteed passing situation, defensive linemen go to work. That's what we do. We want to get sacks. We want to rush the quarterback, especially in known situations like this. That's why the quarterback tasted that dirt.
He'll call for the fair catch here. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
And there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
And after taking a loss on that last run, a little bit of pressure right now for this offense on their own side of the field. They've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but this is a critical 3rd down that they have to convert. They don't want to give the ball back and put the pressure on their own defense.
Big 3rd down play here. If they get a stop, you'll see an immediate timeout. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. And the Gamecocks getting set on 1st and 10. Quarterback checking the play. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And I understand what the offense is trying to do. Use the wide side of the field, right? Use all that space, pitch on the outside, get on the edge. But the defense was too disciplined. Great job setting the edge, not letting them get outside and making the big tackle.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to get through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down. All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to make them. So, right, there were some things that are going to need to clean up moving forward, but ultimately they were the better team today.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another
Let's go.